What is the cybersecurity marketer? In this video, you're going to learn about the cybersecurity marketer role in the cybersecurity world. And this is one of those great ancillary roles that you can get into if you don't have strong technical skills or if you have a background in marketing or you just want to get a little earlier start in the cybersecurity world. This is a great way for you to get your first job at a cybersecurity product or services company. So a lot of jobs open actually for marketing right now in the cybersecurity world. So if you have a little bit of experience, or as we'll talk about a little later, if you do some basic trainings out there, you can get an entry-level job in this role. So in this video, you're going to learn about the overview of this job, some different job titles you might see listed as on job boards, some of the common job responsibilities, and spoiler alert, they're very similar to other marketing roles. The average salary you can expect, some tools you might be using, and then again, we'll talk about any education that you might need to get your first job in this role. As always, if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification button for the channel. We've got a lot of training videos coming around certifications, general cybersecurity, all sorts of things. So the only way you can know about that is either search constantly on YouTube or just subscribe, click notification, and you'll see every time we post a new video. So what is this role as cybersecurity marketer? General overview, it's just a marketing professional, right? You're essentially just promoting products or services for a cybersecurity company. As an example, Splunk is a cybersecurity product and service company. So if you worked at Splunk, you'd be promoting Splunk products, their entire product line, and helping to answer any questions in advance that a potential client might have around the product. In addition to that, you'll be communicating the value, right? So you'll be promoting these products and services, and as part of that, you'll be communicating the value to the end user or to the buyer, essentially. That could be the CISO, that could be a mid-level manager, that could be a individual contributor. It really depends on the organization of who's ultimately going to be the person your sales team will interact with to make that buying decision. Now, ultimately, someone at the top will sign off on it, like a CISO or VP of security, but the buyer themselves may actually be like an individual contributor, and that's who the sales team is trying to sell. So when you're creating like things like the copy, different marketing materials for the website or brochures or things like that, your copy is going to be related to different buyer personas because you never know usually who the actual buyer is going to be until sales digs into that a lot more. But you're essentially going to be the person that brings in the prospects, and then the sales team will be the person closing those prospects. So a lot of different job titles you may see this as. It might be cybersecurity marketing manager, brand manager, communications specialist, could be content strategist, could be content manager, could be content writer. Just a ton of different job titles out there. Generally speaking, if you search the words cybersecurity and marketer or marketing, you'll see those different job postings out there. So what are some of the basic job responsibilities of a cybersecurity marketer? Well, at the entry level, you're probably not going to be involved in like planning out the marketing strategy, but at the managerial level, this is a responsibility for you. Now, you will be involved in the marketing strategy as an individual contributor or quote-unquote entry-level type of person. And that involves things like content creation, could be for social media, could be for brochures, white papers, just a variety of types of content, case studies for a website or to include in brochures or white papers, blog posts, I mentioned social media posts, emails, videos, so you might be scripting out different videos that are used for marketing purposes, webinars, and then as part of that also the channel management, so just managing the different digital marketing channels, right? So it could be the emails, the videos on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. Could be search engine marketing, SEM as we call it, SEO, search engine optimization. So when you're writing the blog posts, you're going to be involved in that as well, making sure that it's stacked full of keywords that are relevant and that are things that your target audience would actually be searching for. And then with all that work you're doing, you're also going to be reporting it. At the end of the day, you'll be trying to report this information, you as the more entry-level person, probably to your manager, and then your manager or the executive level for marketing in the company will report that to senior leadership of how are we doing and what can we change to improve. So what about salary? Well, it varies quite a bit. I mean, entry level, honestly, you're probably looking around $51,000 to about $70,000 entry level in most cases. And as you get a few years experience, as you move up into different roles here in the US, you can get up above $140,000 per year. VP of marketing, you can usually get above 200,000 a year in most larger companies. So it can be very lucrative. Just understand it's a lot of work at the senior leadership levels for this type of role. So there's always a trade-off involved in that. In the UK, you can expect around 24 to 63,000 pounds, and then in India, around 300,000 to 2 million Indian rupees. Again, this varies so much based on where you work at, location, your level of experience, etc. So as far as tools, I mean, you're not going to be hacking anything. So if you're looking to hack things, then this is not the role for you, unless you're looking to hack people, right? Unless you're looking to hack human psychology a little bit. But really, the marketing is not a strong technical role needed or technical skills. It's more about like, can you actually just promote the company enough to help them bring in qualified leads for the sales team to close. So with tools, you're going to be working with some marketing automation tools, usually like HubSpot or Marketo or some of the popular ones out there. CRM, so your Salesforce is one of the most popular ones you'll see out there in corporate. Email, so autoresponders. Some of the ones you can use are MailChimp or GetResponse, but also like places like HubSpot have it built in. So it just really depends on where you go to. CMS, so content management systems, and then SEO. Different things out there you can use, like SEMrush is good for seeing what people are paying for in search results, and then that can also tell you, depending on the level of access you have, the account level, it can tell you like what people are paying for those ads to put them in Google search. So you can get a good idea of what keywords you might need to use to be successful, along with what people are paying. So you get a dollar amount of, okay, if they're paying this for the ad, when I search these keywords, then it's probably a very popular keyword search that we might want to explore paying for, with our ads. So these are just tools to help you identify what people might be searching for, and then managing the whole process from start to finish for these qualified leads. And as far as like education, you don't need a college degree, but I do see a lot of job postings actually asking for a bachelor's degree. But again, not usually required. It's usually just one of those preferred things. I will say, so HubSpot offers certifications. I'll say that HubSpot has a lot of free training, and that's one of the reasons I do recommend them if you're just starting out in this, because their certifications are a lot of things that people have already gone through, right? And most of them are free. I think actually, I want to say all of them are free, but there might be some paid ones. But most of the entry-level certs on HubSpot are free trainings. You can go through them, and then those are things that help on your resume to get your first job. You can also get certs like Google Analytics or Facebook ads or Google ads or TikTok ads or whatever. But again, you don't necessarily need to go pay for a lot of certs. You can just do several courses on like HubSpot or other places like that and get some good training and get those certs for your resume. PCM is a professional certified marketer. That's one I would recommend, as you get some experience, maybe go for that one. It just kind of helps you prove that you have, a general understanding of like marketing strategy, analysis, and implementation. And then places like Marketo or Salesforce or any of these other places will usually have their own certifications as well. So if you're going to a company and let's say they're using Marketo, once you get hired, that's when I would explore getting those different certs through them. I wouldn't try to collect those in advance because there's just so many different softwares, applications that you'll be using out there that you might use. It's just not realistic to collect 500 different certifications. So for starting out, I would recommend like HubSpot and maybe like a Google Analytics or something. And that should be enough to get your very first job. So again, cybersecurity marketing, this is really a job that essentially anyone can get at the entry level. It is a way to get your foot in the door at a cybersecurity company without waiting months and months and months to get like a SOC analyst or pen tester role. So if you're open to it, there are quite a few jobs open for cybersecurity marketing. There's also a place called the Cybersecurity Marketing Society that is run by two amazing women, Gianna Whitvier, and then also Maria Velasquez. You can find them on LinkedIn, but they run the society. It's basically a Slack group for cybersecurity marketers. There's just a ton of information shared in there. I'm a member of that, and it's just so much information, so much you can learn. So if you are getting into this particular role, I highly recommend you check that out. It's free to join, and you can really make good connections and potentially get your first job because there's a lot of hiring managers in there. And if you're showing yourself and you're showing that you're giving value to everybody else in the group, then you can really fast track your career for this particular role. Again, as always, if you like these videos, let us know in the comments any questions you have on cybersecurity careers or in general. post them below in the comments, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell so you can get alerted to any other videos that we post, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.